Welcome everyone. This is Empire Extraction episode 14. Thank you all for joining me. Of course, I am Joseph Cabrera, your commentator here in Empire. And here we are kicking things off with some more Pacific action. Yes, the last few episodes have been very Pacific heavy. We hope the next few down the line will be more Atlantic heavy. But here we are kicking it off. We're going to have Connor Wine one-on-one with Lio Rush. Yes, that's right, Connor Wine gonna be a part of the Conquest Rumble match coming up soon at Empire Conquest 2. Of course, he took on the world champion of the Pacific brand, AJ Styles, this past episode 13 of Pacific. He came up short, but he certainly put a lot of effort into that loss. Despite the loss, I could say he put a lot of effort into the match. Here he is going again. Like I said, efforts, victories, they're going to stack up here. And if he can get a big win here tonight before his shot at the Conquest Rumble, it would certainly give him a lot of momentum. Because now he's going to go one-on-one with Lio Rush of the Gold Rush tag team. DJ Smith, of course, will be around ringside. They haven't had much success. Of course, this past episode they had a shot at the tag team titles against Kenny Omega and Amir Barnes. They were unsuccessful in that tag title opportunity. Of course, I've just been told that Kenny Omega and Amir have granted the Omegas one more shot at the tag titles at Empire Conquest 2. So that will happen. The Omegas will face Kenny Omega and Amir Barnes for the Pacific Tag Team titles one more time at Empire Conquest 2. Now, these two men, like I said, they've had some ups and downs themselves, mixed success, singles and tag team success. And after that loss, they hope to maybe rebound with a victory here tonight. Possibly if Lio Rush can get a big win here. Of course, tonight we have an Empire Conquest Rumble qualifier. Yes, all the Pub Club, Ozzy Andy and Tasmanian Tiger Mask, they will take on the Revival here tonight. Winning team, both members will be in the Conquest Rumble match to represent the Atlantic brand. And in our main event tonight, it's going to be the number one contender for the Cruiserweight Championship for the Pacific brand. The former champion, Eddie Nicholson, going to go one-on-one with Ricochet. That's right. Of course, a few weeks ago, Ricochet unsuccessful to qualify here on Extraction for the Conquest Rumble. He's going to try to see if he can get some momentum and beat the former Cruiserweight champion. Because he is also a former Cruiserweight champion. Here's Lio Rush with the headlock. Connor Wine stops it. Ducks underneath. Leapfrog over the top. Whatever Lio Rush counters, whatever Connor Wine was looking for. Snap right into a big kick. Because both these men are considered cruiserweights as well. Connor Wine was in the Cruiserweight Invitational as well as DJ Smith. At Empire Prestige Festival's block. Standing Spanish Fly there by Lio Rush. What athleticism. Went for the moonsault. Connor gets out of the way. Connor Wine actually eliminated DJ Smith from that match and got 2 eliminations before being eliminated himself. So quite a big success. He could down the line be a contender for that Cruiserweight title. You never know. Now Lio Rush looking for something here. Connor blocks it. Of course, Lio was in the first. Both of these men, both Lio and DJ, were in the first Cruiserweight Invitational last year. Big splash by Connor Wine. They're looking for tag team success. Unfortunately, haven't found it. Neither of them in the Rumble as well. But this is, like I said, this is still a big opportunity. With Lio off the ropes, Connor again stops it. Now Connor's going to go up to the top, but that might be a mistake. He took too much time. Lio was able to recover. But no, Connor again stops whatever Lio was looking for. And a big chop off the second rope. Good action to kick off this episode of Extraction. Because our next episode, of course, Pacific episode 14 is coming up for you very, very soon. Of course, the 5-man gauntlet match winner challenges AJ Styles for the Empire Pacific World Championship at Empire Conquest 2. Moonsault knees up. We've seen that a lot, especially on the last episode of Atlantic. Knees up right there. Blocked whatever's going for it. And Hurricane Runner, springboard style. Despite Lio Rush certainly has the athleticism to be quite successful. Connor Wine is stunned by that. And now Leo's going to look for something here. Tosses Connor to the floor. High flying by Lio Rush. DJ Smith here at ringside. I think he might interfere at some point. I don't know. Like I said, I was saying 5-man. Like I said, 5-man gauntlet match. But as I'm talking, Lio Rush is gonna size him up here. We saw that kick last week at Pacific on episode 13 on Kenny Omega. 1, 2. Only a 2 count on Connor Wine. Lio Rush so close there. Can't even get my words out. 5-man gauntlet match, like I said. Helenius, Samoa Joe, Isaiah Sakuma Santos, Daniel Bryan. One of those 5 men will get the shot. The other 4 men will be in the Conquest Rumble match. And he went for cutter off the second rope, just nails Connor Wine by Lio Rush. Lio is going to look for that frog splash, but not enough. Final hour, he calls that. Connor got the knees up himself. And now Connor's going to set something up. He's going to set up Lio Rush. We've seen him do this move before. The pounce. Just tosses Lio Rush halfway across the ring with that move. I tell you, man, the athleticism and the power that Connor Wine can bring. 1, 2, is this enough? Only a 2 count. Also, we're going to have a Conquest Rumble qualifier on Pacific. There's Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, the Devious duo. They're going to take on Silverlight and a mystery partner. And look at Lio Rush here. Bam, what a kick. Such speed by Lio Rush. That's going to be the winners. The winner of that match. Both men will be a part of the Conquest Rumble match. And look, Leo's looking for something, but roll through by Connor. 1, 2, shoulders down. Only 2 count. Wait, he's setting him up here on his feet just as he gets to his feet. Shortcomings. Went for the power bomb, didn't hit it. Got only 2 on that, but then shortcomings. And Connor's looking to finish this off here. Swanton. Is this enough to put down Lio Rush for the 3 count? 2 and 3 it is. Connor won. Big victory. Beating Lio Rush here tonight. Lio Rush had some spots just like that kick right there. Not enough though. Connor definitely had a shot to lose this match, but he proved how good he can be here. He set those knees up, and Lio, like I said right there, he was looking for the power bomb, and Connor rolls through, doesn't get the pinfall, but as Lio was getting up, he was prone for shortcomings right here, and then Swanton connected. And that was it. 1, 2, 3. Connor Wine picks up a big win as he heads to the Conquest Rumble match. You gotta think, like a lot of people here with their momentum, this could propel him possibly for a huge victory if he were to win that match and get a rematch with AJ Styles down the line. Time will tell. But right now, we're gonna take a quick commercial break before our next matchup. We are back for that commercial break, and up next now we have a grudge match, tag team action. Pub Club Aussie Andy and Tasmania Tiger Mask take on the Revival winning team. Both members will be a part of the Conquest Rumble match. Of course, this could be big for either man because, of course, both men certainly have tag team and single success. Of course, Aussie Andy, a former Australian champion in his home promotion of GWA. He's also had some championships in OPW, as had Tasmanian Tiger Mask. And of course, they have held tag team titles as well in OPW and GWA, but they have not held those tag titles here in Empire. And of course, they, no matter what, they both would probably want some type of success. That's for sure. And this could be a way to propel them if they could both get in the Conquest Rumble match this year. Of course, like I said, Ozzy and Andy actually was a part of it last year, but only did not last a very long time. The Revival were a part of last year's Conquest show, actually defending the tag titles at the event, as they were the current tag team champions at that time. But things have changed now, and now if either one of these teams want to get on the card at all, they need to qualify for that Conquest Rumble and put an end to this issue between these two teams that's been happening since the beginning of this season. Yes, and the Revival actually hold, these both teams actually have one victory apiece against the other. Revival beating them early in the beginning of the season. And the Pub Club actually winning in the pre-show of Empire at the Empirical CPD. Of course, they also teamed with Roman to beat the Revival and Surveillance at Empire Uprising, a 6-man tag match. And they both met in singles competition as well, both getting a win each for their teams. So this could settle the score between these two teams once and for all. As we ring the bell. As I was mentioning more things happening for Pacific episode 14. Because this is Atlantic, but we know the Omegas, while they will get a tag title shot, they will actually be in action this week as well. And we will see the return of Mikey Truth. We haven't seen him for a few weeks. He will be a part of the Conquest Rumble match as well. He will be in action, going one-on-one with Shane Thorne. So a couple of things you will see this coming week on episode 14 Pacific. As we kick off with this exchange between Ozzy and Andy and Scott Dawson. And these two teams, of course, were on the opposite sides of an 8-man elimination tag match to main event episode 14 of Atlantic just recently. We saw a quick elimination that Scott Dawson eliminated Tasmanian Tiger Mask thanks to some distraction by Troy Saint. And of course, on the Ozzy Andy actually eliminated Dash Wilder from the match. So like I said, a ton of issues. Like you see, they're tagging the Dash now from Scott. And now a tag to Tasmanian Tiger Mask. And now these two are going to face off and score up. So as I said, this tag team division is stacked. It's a stacked division with a lot of teams. You know, the current tag team champions were our makeshift team. The teaming at the beginning of the season, EC3, Bobby Roode, the Glorious One Percenters. Current tag team champions, current number one contenders, Speed Force. They recently formed this season, but they've both been successful tag teams. And of course, these two teams who've been teaming for a very, very long time with each other want that shot down the line. Now, belly to belly by Tasmanian Tiger Mask. Of course, like I said, we're getting closer and closer to the end of this season. Just 3 CPVs left of the season. Conquest 2, No Escape 2, Empire Strikes Back 2. And we know Empire Strikes Back 2 will be a 2-night event, as I mentioned before. Now Dash Wilder suplexing the illegal man Ozzy in the ring, and that allows Tasmanian Tiger Mask to hit a kick and capitalize on the situation. We can't take your eyes off the legal man. Drop kick by Tasmanian Tiger Mask. Speaking of, like I said, we are getting closer and closer to the summer. And we know July is the 2-year anniversary of when Empire was founded. Because last year we had the Empire 1-year anniversary show took place a few months later in October. We are hoping that it won't be so long this year, but there will be a 2-year special, and there will be more info on that when the time comes. Now look at Dash Wilder assaulting the legs of Tasmanian Tiger Mask. I will reveal though that the 2-year anniversary special will take place though after Conquest 2. So whenever Conquest 2 is done, production and revision of matches will take place for the 2-year anniversary show. But now let's focus on right here, right now. One of these two teams will enter the Conquest Rumble match for the Atlantic brand, because we know a lot of the participants for both sides, a lot of young talent looking to possibly win the match for the first time. Of course, the winner of last year was Joe Omega, never actually received his title opportunity, thanks to Al Cabrera stripping him of that. Of course, this year, no such thing. Both general managers have agreed and made sure that whoever wins the Rumble will receive their title shot and at Empire Strikes Back no matter what. So that's some good news there. Scott Dawson out with that Boston Crab on Tasmanian Tiger Mask, stretching the back, weakening the legs. Chris Andy, all he can do is watch his partner now. Although Tasmanian Tiger Mask able to power out right there. See Scott Dawson back in this match. Tasmanian Tiger Mask swinging neck breaker coming right there. These two teams know each other very well. And the one thing that the Royal do have over the Pub Club is they are former tag team champions here in Empire. And now look at this elbow backbreaker combination as Aussie Andy gets back into this match. And out of the four, Aussie Andy is probably the most successful singles competitor. Elbow drop. So regardless if this is a tag team match, one-on-one, Aussie Andy has to have the advantage no matter who's in the ring with him. And the second elbow right there. Now into the cover off of that. One. Chooses enough to put Scott Dawson away a 2 count. 2 elbows back to back on Scott Dawson. And a snaps German. We saw him do that plenty of times during the elimination match. He certainly held his own in that match, despite his partner being eliminated very early in the match. As Scott Dawson pushes off Andy, and a snap suplex right there. Taking back the advantage, and now these shots here by Scott Dawson. Southpaw is Scott Dawson. Repeated shots, but Aussie fights right back here, and he hits his own strikes and punches and shots. Boot right there hits Andy right in the face, and now into the corner. Now he's gonna look to isolate. Scott Dawson's gonna look to isolate Andy. Shots to the knee by Dash Wilder. Technical team is Dash and Dawson. As you can see, he's wearing down Aussie Andy. Russian leg sweep on the Andy. So the main event tonight, cruiserweight action. Chris Ricochet is going to try to get some momentum back, taking on number contender. German suplex. What a chaos theory. The number contender for the cruiserweight title will face Merpantera at Empire Conquest 2. And that's Eddie Nicholson in our main event after this matchup. And Scott Dawson watches on as Dash Wilder stops that DDT attempt, hit a scoop slam, and now he's looking to hit a backbreaker onto Aussie Andy. Into the cover, one. Tiger Mask breaks it up there. And now look at Tiger Mask. Tasmanian Tiger Mask has got Scott Dawson all wrapped up here. You know, Aussie Andy's taking his frustrations out on Dash Wilder, excuse me. Dawson's out of it on the floor now. Andy's got Dash Wilder. Aussie Andy now, more shots here. Taking control of this match. Tasmanian Tiger Mask is back on the apron again. Tag back in. You know, he went for something. He blocked it though. Full Nelson into a power bomb double team maneuver. Big combination move there by the Pub Club. Now what is Andy thinking? Oh, he's looking for down under driver. Scott Dawson interfering, distracting the referee, and now Scott Dawson able to get in to break up that. And now he's tearing at the mask in the eyes. And takes down Tasmanian Tiger Mask. Just like that, he's able to give his partner some breathing room to probably make a tag. Both men down now. Who's going to get up first? Dash Wilder get it recovering after that down under driver from Tasmanian Tiger Mask. And let's see a double knee face buster. Just plants him. Cover. 2 is that's enough. No, Tasmanian Tiger Mask kicks at it 2. 2 knees to the face, but that wasn't enough to put him away. Tag back now. Dash tags in Scott. No, second taunting to his partner and goes for the fist drop, but Tasmanian Tiger Mask moves out the way. Ducks underneath and hits a snap tiger suplex. Scott Dawson out on his feet right now. Shot to the midsection. Off the ropes. Big drop kick. Another drop kick. Into a neck breaker. And now with all that momentum now, this could be enough to put away Scott Dawson. Brain Buster. Floats into the cover. 1, 2. Is that enough? No, Scott Dawson kicks out at 2. Scott Dawson kicks out at 2 here. Tasmanian Tiger Mask looking for strikes here. But now back into the other corner. And now he hits him with a strike, and oh, he's going to look for it. I think we're going to see it. We're going to see Shatter Machine. Shatter Machine. But Aussie Andy's in here. Aussie Slam. Aussie Slam and Scott Dawson tried to prevent anything, but Aussie Andy stopped that too. And now this could be the opportunity the Pub Club needs. He picks up his partner, Tasmanian Tiger Mask, with stun from the Shatter Machine. But now I think he's recovered. Dash Wilder is lights out from that Aussie Slam. And now I think we're going to see the end here. Brainbuster into the Aussie Splash. Aussie Splash. 1, 2, 3. That's it. The Pub Club win. They advance to the Conquest Rumble match. Big win for the Pub Club. They pick up the victory, and they're going to go to the Conquest Rumble. Could they win? Time will tell. But now we're going to take a quick commercial break. And we'll see you for our main event.
You don't see on the microphone, do you? Well, all right, Jim Redneck doesn't live microphone there. For those out there that don't know about GSA, you better make sure to get the ad thing right now. If not, you'll get your ass
We are back from that commercial break, and now we have our main event of the evening. The number one contender for the Cruiserweight Championship, former champion Eddie Nicholson, who had an impressive performance to win the championship at Empire's VW Prestige Block. He lost the title back to Mauro Pantera at Champions Rise in that triple threat match with Illumination. And now he's going to get his rematch in Empire Conquest 2. And if he wants some momentum for that match, he's going to take on the one and only, yes, Ricochet. That's our main event right here, right now. Ricochet making his way out to the ring. Former Cruiserweight champion himself. Actually won the first ever Empire Cruiserweight Invitational back at Empire's first VW Prestige show last year. As well, he beat the former champion Isaiah Ice before losing it back to him at Empire Strikes Back 2. Because these two men, the only two men to win that match type in Empire's history. But Ricochet himself hasn't had much success as of late. He's had some good performances, but not a lot of results. Of course, he was a man that only floated around at the beginning of Empire. Had a few matches here and there, didn't really do much. Towards the very end of the season is when he started to get back into it. A lot of momentum. And when he won the Cruiserweight Championship and was the champion going into Empire Strikes Back. Of course, after that loss, he again didn't have much success in trying to regain the championship. And if he could possibly win this match tonight, it would do a lot for him in the future. Of course, right now he is not a part of the Conquest Rumble match. Neither is Eddie Nicholson due to him being a part of the Cruiserweight Championship match. Of course, all individuals that are part of actual matches on the card are not allowed to participate in the Rumble matches in any form, champion or challenger, in any way. Just to make it more fair for those who are not a part. So that way every single superstar who is in the Conquest Rumble matches for women and men will not be participating in any of the normal matches. And now we're going to start this match off. And as we start this match off, I'm going to announce a match though. Another match that will take place on episode 14 of Pacific. The friend of Eddie Nicholson, Elimination, is going to go 101 with the Cruiserweight Champion Mauro Pantera. That's going to happen this coming week. So a lot to see on the final episode before we get to Empire Conquest 2. Because we know we're also going to have a pre-show event. We know there'll be 2 matches on that show. One match. One of those matches already announced. We're made official. It's going to be 2 out of 3 falls for the Empire United Tag Team titles. One more time, it's going to be Speed Force taking on the champions, the Glorious Representers. And of course, we're going to have a Pacific matchup for that pre-show, and we'll let you know more about that on Pacific episode 14 when I get the details for that. And as we go on right now, Ricochet now getting that momentum here as we start off this matchup. Big drop kick. It's back and forth for those first few minutes, first couple minutes. And now Ricochet right away looking for some springboard after that drop kick. And now Eddie Nicholson just chopping him and striking him. Of course, the Nicholsons right now, at one point they were both champions. That's right, yeah, on the other side of the Atlantic brand. TJ Nicholson is currently the Empire Atlantic World Champion. No longer is Eddie Nicholson a champion, poisoned around by Ricochet. But he could possibly win it back if he can defeat Mauro Pantera again. He's pinned him before. Ricochet now gets booted in the face. Irish whip back at the other corner. And Nicholson, big chop. Now Nicholson got a hold of the hand off the ropes into a hurricane run. Such athleticism by Eddie Nicholson. Since we know Eddie Nicholson actually won the Empire OPW Pro Cup that was considered the pre-show of Empire Truck in Tokyo. Winning it on night 2. So he has so much momentum now in Empire. Of course, he is the former Cruiserweight Champion. Big kick by Ricochet. And you gotta think it's a tale of 2 coins here. A former champion looking for some success after not having much, and a former champion just riding some success looking to get it back. And now looking Ricochet, looking for people's moonsault. Connects with it this time. Goes for the cover off of it. Only a 1 count there on Eddie Nicholson. Of course, Ricochet, such a great high flyer. certainly wants to get the momentum back to possibly get some success here in Empire. Shot to the midsection. Now he's going to go for, to look like he's going to go to this rope again. This time with a Hurricane Rana. Sorry, arm drag, excuse me. That's what he hit earlier, was a Hurricane Rana. Now up to the top rope. Big splash. Plants. Ricochet. Ricochet gets planted, and now a swanton off the second rope. Eddie Nicholson just raining down high-flying offense onto Ricochet, because these two men both fan favorites and have respect for each other, but they want to win this match. Spinning moonsault, 2 count. Ricochet kicks out. I don't know how Ricochet kicked out of all that offense. Now, like he's looking for a springboard 450. Ricochet able to stop that. Now, taking advantage here. Got him wrapped up here. Plants him. Of course, the Cruiserweight title has had a good amount of success. All the former champions. Was Joe Omega the first ever champion? Isaiah Ice was the second. Xavier Woods was the first champion. After losing to Joe Omega. Joe Omega probably one of the most successful Cruiserweight champions. Big uppercut. As was Isaiah Ice. Because Isaiah Ice is now only the second ever man to hold the Cruiserweight title for two times. More Pantera as well, a Cruiserweight champion for a second time. 1, 2, after that springboard shooting star press he missed earlier, only a 2 count. Eddie Nicholson looking to be the third man to hold that belt 2 times. As he hits that head scissors, roll out of the ring, goes Ricochet, and now Nicholson may be thinking, he's got the confidence, he may be thinking to fly. Springboard moonsault. What athleticism by Nicholson. Ricochet may not know where he is after that. Now what's he thinking here? Dived off, but Ricochet had enough momentum there. He had enough wherewithal to stop that. And move out the way. Brainbuster on the floor. That can't feel good. Like I said, I'm sure both of these men have respect for each other. Springboard shooting star press to the floor. But it's not about respect when you need victories, when you want success. Winning is what gives you success here. And Ricochet can't afford to let up for a second. Oh my God. Eddie Nicholson moves out the way again. And Ricochet this time crashes and burns. So what a stacked show we have. This has been a stacked week of action before Conquest 2. Like I said, now, after all that, Nicholson's going to get back in the ring here. Springboard crossbody. 1, 2. Is that enough for the victory? No. Ricochet kicks out at 2. Now off to the second rope again. What's he looking for here? Drop kick misses by Ricochet. Now Ricochet got him up in his shoulders. Kick to the face. This could be enough. What's Ricochet looking for here now? Double rotation moonsault. Cover. 1, 2. Eddie Nicholson kicks out at 2. What a phenomenal match to end this episode of Extraction. Moonsault by Ricochet. Ricochet just continuing the offense here. He's continuing the offense to Eddie Nicholson. You know he can't let up for a second if he wants to win this match. He's going to look. Sunset flip. Sunset flip shot to the face blocks that. Nicholson able to block whatever Ricochet was looking for and hits a very quick Hurricane Rana. Now, shot. Another shot. German suplex with the bridge. 1, 2. Is this enough? No, Ricochet kicks out at 2. And now again, Eddie Nicholson looking at what is he going to look for. So much high-flying offense in this match. Ricochet getting back to his feet, looking for the Hurricane Rana, but Ricochet counters and hits a power bomb. He counters it and hits a power bomb. And now, bridging German. Cover. 1, 2. Is this enough? No, Eddie Nicholson kicks out at 2. What is it going to take? I tell you what, we had some great matches here on Extraction, and this does not disappoint. Flatliner, 1, 2. Is this enough? No, 2 count. Like I said last week, we had a Pacific Pure title match. This week we have some great cruiserweight action. Such great performers here on the Pacific brand, as is Atlantic. All of Empire. 630, no. 630 denied by Eddie Nicholson. And hits the Hurricane Rana, floats through. Is that enough to put him away? 1, 2, no. Ricochet kicks out. We've seen him hit the 630 and get victories. We've seen him lose because he missed the 630. He didn't lose there. Power bomb to the floor. What's it gonna take for one of these two to win this match? Eddie Nicholson again going to the top rope. Always gonna look for the moon stomp. He pinned Morpetera with that move, but Ricochet got out of the way. Shoulders down. Only 2. Ricochet somehow escaped that. And look at that Hurricane Rana. My goodness, what is it going to take? Ricochet, it has a point to prove here. No, he's going for the springboard trust fall. Nicholson saw it coming and rolls out of the way. Right into the ring post. My goodness. This match has gone a million miles an hour. And now what again? Is he going to go for another crossbody? No, he's going to go to the top rope again. Oh, he does go for a crossbody off the top rope, but Ricochet, again using his strength, turns it around and plants him. My goodness, this match has been ridiculous. Up to the top rope again. What's he going to look for? He's going to look for something. Turns around and he sidestepped it. Nicholson sidestepped it, and Ricochet just planted his head on the back of the mat. Back of his head hit the mat, and now Hurricane said scissors. Nicholson has to take advantage of this. Ricochet is down. What can he take advantage of the situation? And now he's got Ricochet. Ricochet missed that big move, and that could sue the end. Superplex, back superplex. And now Ricochet, what more can he have left? He can't have much left. And now I think this is going to be the end here. Icarus on Eddie by Eddie Nicholson. Plants Ricochet. 1, 2, 3. Eddie Nicholson wins this match. What a match this was. I'll tell you, when I tell you these two put everything on the line for this match, they did. And they definitely delivered. Extraction, call you what you want to call it, a minor show or whatnot. There's some great action that takes place on this show for both brands, and these two men just proved it right here. Everything on the line just for some momentum, and Eddie Nicholson proved that he wanted it more. He hit Icarus, got the pinfall, and he has all the momentum, and now he has that momentum to challenge the Cruiserweight Champion Amor Pantera at Empire Conquest 2. We have to see if his friend Elimination can get an upset himself this week at Pacific. But that's all the time we have for you. What a show. Thank you for joining me. I am Joseph Cabrera. We'll see you off at Pacific. Have a good night.